Good afternoon, students. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Could you hear me? I hope you can hear me clearly. Kimi, Maya, Jolene, and other student too.
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher. Yes, we can hear you.
So, in fact, today we would be having a revision class for Sulfur because uh, Sulfur examination has to be conducted by these few days, right? On Tuesday, I hope so. So for the chapters, we're gonna have a quick recap today. Here I would like to share my file, I mean PPT. Just a while you can able to see here. So far, how many students are joined? Just let me check it, and then we can get started with today's discussion. Okay, so Kimi, here we have uh, total 20 members.
Yes, teacher.
Maybe Ratu is absent, right? Today Ratu and Hilary,
Amelia,
Amelia, yes,
Christopher,
Christopher also.
Hillary,
And Hilary, yes.
and Joanna.
Okay, yes, yes, Hilary and Joanna. Maybe few of them they will join shortly, and Hilary may not join. Okay, better we can get started with today's discussion. Once again, good afternoon to my dear students. By the way, today we'll be revise chapter 12 and some topics I have selected from the chapter because in one class maybe 2-3 topics we can cover up. Okay, and remaining topics can be discussed maybe other classes. Here actually you could see, can you see the slide? Student, can it be seen to you, all of you? Maya, Alicia,
Yes,
Laura.
teacher.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So let me begin with the acid rain first, and then today we will be discussing about the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. That is the significant topic from this sulfur chapter. Okay, and then the uses of sulfuric acid, in fact dilute sulfuric acid and uh, concentrated sulfuric acid, how the uses in our day-to-day life, that also we're gonna have some quick revision. Maybe slide set is better. Okay, so student, nature, we have actually carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Okay, so because of the carbon dioxide, actually the rainwater seems to be like a behave like a acid. Okay, So when the carbon dioxide being actually react with the rain water, I mean H2O, so it will form carbonic acid, H2CO3. So that is the natural way of formation of acid rain. Okay, acidic nature of water. But in fact, I would say in the artificial way, because of the human activities of the increasing of the sulfur dioxide gases, and by the way the increasing of nitrogen oxide gases as well, how the acid rain is being formed. Here I would show you. Maybe Ratu is waiting, I would admit her. Okay, so most importantly you remember it, acid rain in the natural way is because of the carbon dioxide gas, and another acid rain, the main pollutant gases compound, I would say that this is sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, I means oxide of nitrogen. In this slide you can see how it is being released from the factories, right? This is sulfur dioxide and this is nitrogen oxide. So these are the couple of gases compound is literally responsible for the acid rain. Okay, so I would show you the chemical equations, how the acid rain you can find, how you can represent in the form of chemical equation. Okay, so this is the oxide of nitrogen. Okay, this is the oxide of nitrogen. When this oxide of nitrogen is being oxidized by means of atmospheric oxygens, it will form nitrogen dioxide. So when it comes and contact to the rainwater or water, so nitrogen oxide tends to behave like acid to form, of course, nitric acid. Okay, so this is the nitric acid, says that this is acid rain. Water is seems to be acidic in nature. Okay, so acid rain generally can be formed because of nitrogen oxide and sulfur dioxide gas. Then how the sulfur dioxide gas is being converted to sulfuric acid, let me show you in this chemical equation in the next slide. Probably is there. Here in the both of compound you can find actually. Okay, so acid rain is formed when the acidic air pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, SO2 and nitrogen oxide is dissolved in rainwater. Few of the students, they are coming lately. Okay, it's fine. Maybe internet problem they might be having. Okay, so this is the slide where you can understand the acid rain. Okay, when these two gases, you can find here sulfur dioxide gas and nitrogen oxide gas dissolve in rainwater, so we tend to say acid rain is formed. Okay, so how it is formed, stepwise you can even see sulfur dioxide dissolve in water to form sulfurous acid, which is to be represented in H2SO3. Okay, it is called sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid will be oxidized to form sulfuric acid, in fact, at eventually. Okay, in the presence of oxygen in the air, acid is slowly oxidized to form sulfuric acid. Okay, so this is the way how the acid rain is formed, because of the sulfur dioxide gas. And in other hand, I would say, by the way, we have nitrogen oxide also. Okay, in the presence of oxygen and water, nitrogen dioxide is converted to nitric acid. So because of this nitrogen oxide gas, you can even form acid rain. Okay, so these are the formation of acid rain and their chemical equation. In fact, you can write in this way. Is that clear? This is just a quick revision. Of course, we have studied in early classes, so just I want to remind you actually, in fact, days before, right? Just I want to ask any of you, can you please tell me, Maya, maybe Because of the acid rain, what are the any one problems can be found in our day-to-day life? Can you please tell me one effect of acid rain?
Corrosion to buildings.
Very good, corrosion to buildings. Any other? Do you know?
Uh, it destroys crops and plants.
Very good. Okay, this is also a correct answer. It destroy crops and lands. Okay, good. Thank you. Who can say another uses? Maybe other student who would like to say, would like to add on it extra point for that effect of acid rain. Effect of acid rain.
Damage the skin, teacher.
Yes.
It damages our skin.
Jolene, can you please be louder? I'm sorry, unable to.
It damages our skin, teacher.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that also uh, can be happen. Yes, because of acid rain. So next topic is the most important topic, I would say. It's about sulfuric acid preparation. I will remind you the main important preparation of sulfuric acid. Okay, this is the industrial process actually. The formation or the preparation of sulfuric acid by contact process, actually in fact a industrial process. In the large scale, how could you prepare it, how could you manufacture it? Okay, this is for industrial preparation. Okay, so as far as I could see the past paper, question paper from the igcse point of view, I'm telling. Okay, as long as I could go through the past paper, I could see this, the questions repeatedly asked. Okay, and so that is why even I would say it is a significant topic from this sulfur chapter. Okay, so today we'll revise it, this topic, how the sulfuric acid is produced or yield in a maximum quantity or in a large scale. In fact, by the way, we need to follow up some kind of condition, of course, as we studied in early classes how the manufacture of ammonia by Haber process. It is a similar kind of process. Okay, in the Haber process we discussed the condition needed to be produce the better yield of ammonia, right? It actually depend on the temperature, pressure and catalyst to be added there, right? So here also the similar procedure we have to go through. Okay, so now the first and foremost step here, from the diagrammatically also you can understand, you can remember this mechanism of formation of sulfuric acid, I mean preparation of sulfuric acid by contact process. So this is the sulfur dioxide, right? Okay, and yes, this is oxygen from the air. They will react to form sulfur trioxide. And what are the catalysts to be used? Okay, what are the catalysts to be used? We have to use temperature 450 degrees centigrade. This is the compromised temperature actually. It will be low temperature and high pressure similarly. This around compromise 1 atm atmospheric, and catalyst will be vanadium oxide. Then sulfur trioxide will be produced, and in this way stepwise we have to go ahead for the formation of sulfuric acid. In the chemical equation I will show you how it will be done, and I have a small video for that also, how literally it will be formed, even you could come to know in this video. Okay, this is just a while, let me minimize this because it is unable to see completely. Okay, Now can it be seen clear, all of them? Sure. Okay. So this is the sulfuric acid. Stepwise you can actually write the chemical equation, the formation of sulfuric acid. Okay, the first step, sulfur has to be burned in presence of oxygen to form sulfur dioxide gas, right? Combustion of sulfur makes sulfur dioxide. Then in the second process, what would happen, however the sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide by which reaction? By reversible reaction. Reversible reaction, why we tend to say, in fact reversible reaction meant for the maximum heat energy will be evolved. Okay, heat energy will be released actually during the reaction. Which reaction? The reversible reaction. So sulfur dioxide is reacted with oxygen to form sulfur trioxide. The reversible symbol you can see here. Two way the reaction may carried out. Okay, here just I would show you. This is the reversible symbol you can see. This is the second step you can. Third step, sulfur trioxide is converted into concentrated sulfuric acid. So yes, here sulfur trioxide actually added here you can find with concentrated sulfuric acid to form oleum. Okay, even directly if at all you add water also, you will get actually sulfuric acid H2SO4. Okay, let's suppose we have sulfur trioxide here. Okay, if you add water also, you will get sulfuric acid, no doubt, but it is not the convenient way, or not the formation in the large scale you cannot prepare. In the large scale we cannot prepare by addition of sulfur trioxide with water. This is actually trioxide. Okay, so that is why a little concentrated sulfuric acid is added in the sulfur trioxide to form oleum. Okay, and oleum, then in that oleums you can add some water to form actually in a large scale of sulfuric acid. Okay, so this is the stepwise. You can see this equation sometimes asked in the MCQ questions, so please remember this chemical equation. Oleum plus H2O gives rise to 2 moles of sulfuric acid. Okay, remember this equation. H2SO7 is said to be, in other word, oleum when react with water to form 2 moles, 2 H2SO4. Okay, this is the way we actually produce large quantity of sulfuric acid in industry. Okay, and most importantly you have to remember the catalyst used. What is the approximate compromised temperature? What is the compromised pressure? These are the 3 important agents to be remembered for the preparation of sulfuric acid by contact process. Okay, so and why we tend to say it is a contact? Since molecule of gases like oxygen and sulfur dioxide are in contact in the surface of catalyst presence like vanadium oxide, so we say it is a contact process. This is the preparation of sulfuric acid. Clear? Remember, understand? Jolene, Maya, Adeline, Kimi, Yubin, Rich,
Sure.
other students,
Yes, teacher.
Laura, Clarence.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So here I would play a small video for that, and then I would ask from the video, in fact, how you can get from the video, even you can see. Okay, so here is the video for the preparation of sulfuric acid by contact process. Just have a watch and then I will ask few questions regarding that.
This animated video shows the process that how to make the sulfuric acid by contact process.
Student, can you hear the video and can you see? I pause it now actually. Jolene, before could you hear?
Yes, kind of.
Okay. Now let me
Kind
go.
of, yes.
Okay. I will go.
Sulfuric acid is a strong acid that is highly corrosive and used for different applications in industries such as cleaning, chemicals manufacturing, wastewater treatment and many other products. Chemically it is bonded with 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur, and 4 atoms of oxygen. Number 1 is to make sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is made by burning sulfur in excess of air and we get sulfur dioxide. Another way of getting sulfur dioxide is to heat sulfur or ferrous sulfide with excess of air and we get sulfur dioxide. In either case, an excess of air is used so that the sulfur dioxide produced is already mixed with oxygen for the next stage. Converting the sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide is next step, where sulfur dioxide is heated with oxygen to 400 to 450 degrees Celsius in the presence of a catalyst. This is a reversible reaction, and the formation of the sulfur trioxide takes place in the exothermic process, converting the sulfur trioxide into sulfuric acid. This cannot be done by simply adding water to the sulfur trioxide. The reaction is so uncontrollable that it creates a fog of sulfuric acid. Instead, the sulfur trioxide is first dissolved in concentrated sulfuric acid, and we get the product known as fuming sulfuric acid or oleum. The oleum then can be reacted safely with water to produce concentrated sulfuric acid, twice as much as you originally used to make the fuming sulfuric acid. In this way we get the final product.
So, did you understand from the video? Maybe firstly I will go for some other student how you actually visualize the video as far as you understand from the video as well. How we can prepare sulfuric acid. Maybe Jolene, can you please tell me?
Yes, teacher.
Please, can you brief about this video?
Okay, so in the beginning, they talked about the uses of sulfur, I think.
Okay.
And there was one with wastewater treatment. And then we're talking about how sulfuric acid is made after that. So this is the process. At first, they will put sulfur and in a furnace and heat it with dry air.
Okay.
So it will produce sulfur dioxide and oxygen. Then that will move through to the converter, where the sulfur dioxide is turned into sulfur trioxide.
Okay.
This is a reversible reaction, so you need to put the vanadium oxide as the catalyst to speed up the reaction, and at 450 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere, although I don't think it's
Can you
near.
please adjust your camera? I'm unable to look at you. Please, Jolene.
Yes, hello, teacher.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now it's sulfur trioxide, but then you want to convert it to sulfuric acid.
Okay.
So instead of putting water, because if you put water, there will be some dangerous reaction, I heard.
Okay.
Instead of putting water, they will add it with a bit of sulfuric acid,
Okay.
which will turn it into oleum,
Okay.
otherwise known as H2S2O7.
Right.
And then that oleum will be mixed with water to
Okay.
form more sulfuric acid. So this will be double the amount you put in before.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Great listening from you.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay. And thank you, Jolene. And now I would go for some other, my dear students. Maybe Rich. Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Can you please tell me briefly about the preparation of
So
sulfuric acid by contact process?
it started with the sulfur and dry air, where they will burn it in the furnace combustion. Sulfur combusted with oxygen, so
Okay.
become SO2 plus O2,
Okay.
and then it is gone into the vanadium oxide catalyst converter at
Okay.
450 degrees Celsius and atmospheric pressure of 1 to 2 atm. They put vanadium pentoxide, yeah,
Okay.
and they get SO2 and they get SO3. I mean, they get the sulfur trioxide. This reversible reaction,
Yes.
and then they go to the absorber, where
Yes.
there will be concentrated sulfuric acid. They spray concentrated sulfuric acid, and the waste gas will go out.
Okay.
And then later they will form oleum,
Okay.
H2S2O7.
Yes.
Then oleum will be mixed with water and become sulfuric acid, H2SO4.
Okay. Thank you so much for your
Yes, it's a
briefing of this topic. Okay, so thank you, Rich. Okay, she cannot hear actually. Okay, maybe Maya, can you please tell me? And 1 minute probably, we don't have time.
Okay, so first sulfur is added to the furnace and dry air is blown. And
Okay.
this process is combustion.
Yes.
Then sulfur dioxide is produced,
Yes.
which is then reacted with oxygen to produce sulfur trioxide,
Okay.
which is a reversible process
Yes.
and an exothermic reaction.
Very good.
Then it is then reacted with vanadium oxide with pressure of 1 to 2 atm and 450 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Then sulfur trioxide is produced. But then sulfur trioxide cannot it can be added with water, but it's a violent reaction.
Yes.
So it is then added with concentrated sulfuric acid to produce oleum.
Yes.
And then lastly, oleum is reacted with water to produce sulfuric acid, which is double the amount.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So again, let me brief and shortly probably, because I hope most of the students they have understood, right? First and foremost, student, the sulfur, this is the element, has to be burnt in the furnace by the presence of dry air, I mean oxygens, to form sulfur dioxide. Okay, the first step. Secondly, what you have to do is sulfur dioxide, again it will be reacted with oxygen in presence of this vanadium pentoxide catalyst, and of course the temperature will be taken for 50 degrees centigrade, I mean Celsius, and the pressure will be 1 to 2 atm pressure will be there, and it is a reversible reaction. Okay, and in fact by the way, it is a exothermic reaction also, and will form sulfur trioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, it will be formed. Okay, now sulfur trioxide also can be added with water to form sulfuric acid actually, but as it is a violent reaction, or is it a reversible reaction, and in fact what maximum heat of energy is being released in this reaction, exothermic reaction, so we tend to add some concentrated sulfuric acid in that SO3, okay, to form oleum. So oleum will be H2O7. Okay, so finally in that oleum some quantity of water is added to form double amount of concentrated sulfuric acid. Double amount of sulfuric acid will be formed. This is only the way how we actually prepare sulfuric acid by contact process. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Did you understand, everybody? Ashita and some other student, I'm not gonna name everybody's. Okay, I hope it is clear to you, right? Kimmy, understand? Yubin, understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, so we have actually couple of small topic to be discussed now. We have few more minutes left. So here is about some uses of sulfuric acid probably. Day-to-day life uses, how we can actually use sulfuric acid. Here I have mentioned, just take a look. Okay, concentrated sulfuric acid is used for making detergent as a used as a catalyst, and of course concentrated sulfuric acid is used as a dehydrating agent as well, in fact. And here we have another sulfuric acid. I mean, here I have mentioned some uses of dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, dilute form of sulfuric acid can be used for making fertilizer, for treating the metal to remove oxidation, pickling before painting, and in anodizing aluminum case also we in fact use dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, and it is used as the acid in car batteries, for making paints, dyes and fiber as well. And last but not least, it is used for common laboratory reagent. Okay, these are the uses of dilute form of sulfuric acid. Okay, so literally sulfuric acid is useful in widely in throughout the world. Okay, so if you talk some extended uses, I mean how it is used as a concentrated, probably how it is used as a dehydrating agent, probably you can see here. Yes, this is the question asked in the last examination. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used as a powerful dehydrating agent. Okay, how it is dehydrate and how it is used as a powerful dehydrating agent. So what is the meaning of that? How does it looks like? I mean, how do you define for that powerful dehydrating agent? Maybe any of you guys, can you please tell me what is the meaning of powerful dehydrating agent? Dehydrating in the sense, Felicia or Maya or Jolene or Kimi or Yubin, Rich, any of you, what is the meaning of powerful dehydrating agent? Can you please tell me? Just meaning. Jolene, can you hear me?
It means to remove water, teacher, from the substance.
Exactly. Dehydrating is in fact a removal of water from the substances. So here we have actually a couple of examples how the sulfuric acid remove water from the substances. In fact, you could able to see. Okay, so the first example is given. One substance is like sugar cane. How the concentrated sulfuric acid removed water from the sugar cane to form carbon, and in fact this is the water is taken out. in other hand, you can see another example. This is in fact hydrated copper sulfate. Whenever the concentrated sulfuric acid being used, then how it is being removed water by this acid, concentrated sulfuric acid. So copper sulfate, I mean this is called hydrated copper sulfate. After using of concentrated sulfuric acid, it will remove water from this compound to form anhydrous copper sulfate. Okay, to form anhydrous copper sulfate. This is the most important mechanism of concentrated sulfuric acid to remove water. And in fact, this is the way we actually tend to say that sulfuric acid, I mean concentrated sulfuric acid, is used as a powerful dehydrating agent. Okay, dehydrating agent in the sense to removal of water from the substances. Is that clear? Understand? Okay. So Kimi, can you please tell me whatever you have learned from the uses of concentrated sulfuric acid, probably at least one or two uses of concentrated sulfuric acid.
So concentrated sulfuric acid, it can act as a dehydrating agent, so it can take any water substances away from another substances.
Okay.
And the example is it can be used as detergents,
Okay.
catalyst, and of course dehydrating agents.
Okay. Okay, very good. Ashita, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah. Can you please tell me few uses of dilute sulfuric acid? How important is that?
So I tell the uses of dilute sulfuric acid.
Yes, yes. Okay, Yubin, I will get back to you very soon after Ashita, probably. Now I can ask to Ashita, probably. Yeah. Yes.
For making
Ashita, I cannot
fertilizers.
see you. Please make sure your video is on.
Teacher,
Okay. Yes, yes.
for making fertilizers.
Okay.
Then fourth, it's a common laboratory reagent
Okay.
for making paint.
Okay.
And for
Yes.
acid in car batteries.
Okay. So this is the real life applications, right? How dilute sulfuric acid is used in our real life. It is used as a paints, whatever the painting we tend to do for the wall or house buildings. So that paint, how it is made? From the sulfuric acid. Dyes, colors, painting, these are the real life applications where the sulfuric acid is used. That could be a dilute form of sulfuric acid, in fact. Okay. Thank you, Ashita. Thank you so much for today's class. Maybe you please prepare before the examination. Okay. Next classes, let us meet together and we can discuss more about this chapter. And thank you for joining today's class. Have a good day. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice day. Bye. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.